Hi, beautiful souls. It's Sadhana. Welcome to my channel. I haven't done a face-on unboxing video for a while, and I have a few minutes at the store, so I thought I would share with you a package that's been sitting on my desk for a little while, and I haven't got to opening, so this is it. This is the deck that I ordered through Etsy from Divine Muses, and it arrived last week, and I haven't opened it yet. It's always such a treat to open decks from indie creators. You know, you just get all these special, lovely, lovely touches. And I think one of the motivations, sorry for the paper, for ordering this deck was the fact that it comes in this beautiful pouch. And yeah, so this comes with the deck. And so on the pouch it says Divine Muses Oracle. And it's it's cushy, like it's got foam inside the fabric. And this is the 54 card Oracle deck. And then it also comes with this large book, which we'll have a look at. And yeah, so I'm going to try and shoot this face on. I haven't done a face on for a while, so and sometimes this camera does funky things. All right, let's have a look at the cards. Here are the card backs without the shiny paper on them. And then here's the title card again. Divine Muses Oracle by Maree Bento. And I believe she's in the States from Oregon State. And this is a collage deck. It's one of those decks that's going to work really well with shadow work or with past life readings, that kind of thing. And I might in the future do a side-by-side with like Vintage Wisdom Oracle or something like that. We have quite a few ancestor cards, and I believe there's some animal cards and then the muse cards as well. It's a really beautiful face. And in the guidebook, she does discuss the artwork. And I think there's both an upright and a shadow meaning as well too. Boundaries. I hope the glare is okay. I have a huge chandelier overhead, so it's pretty challenging filming in this room. And you'll recognize some of this artwork. So that does happen when we get, what's the word, a curated deck. I like that term, you know, Great Mother, as opposed to Gaia. It's a beautiful word, Divine Mother, Divine Feminine. It's nice that it's a borderless deck. And there was one card a few back that had a bit of splash of color on it, so I'm hoping there are a few other cards that have a splash of color. So if you have this deck and you're using it, let me know how it's reading for you. This is a new deck. I believe it came out this year. I'm not sure what month. Magical child. I'm holding them at a bit of an angle because of the glare from overhead. It's definitely a matte deck. It's not a glossy deck. So if you have other sepia decks, this will look amazing alongside that. Or if you have decks with just a little splash of color, I can see pairing this with a few different decks that I have. Muse of Dance. These will make great journal prompts as well, too. Yeah, this is a really, I can see with angels, sorry, I have to sneeze. It'd be really fun to kind of take a deck also like angels and ancestors and vintage wisdom oracle, and to kind of do like a spread, a family spread with a few different decks like that. I love delving into that kind of stuff. And we have quite a few different cultures represented here, which is really nice. And I know when I'm doing a past life reading, it's really nice to have cultures from, sorry, wobbly table, from all over the planet. Raven card. So yeah, I think there's six animal inspiration cards. And these, it looks like the cards are packaged in alphabetical order. So we're not getting the ancestors and then the muses and then the animals. They're all kind of mixed up. Retreat. So this would also look really good with any of the, like the older decks, like with an older Marseille deck, or any decks that have a that tea-stained kind of background. That's beautiful. Sea Priestess. And so we have some real gentle cards, and then we have some other cards that are quite, that are going to nudge up against some more challenging things. And so I think what I'll do is I'll give the deck a little shuffle, and then we'll just randomly choose a card, and then I'll share with you what's in the guidebook, because it looks like there's been a lot of effort put into the guidebook. And just the fact that it comes in that little pouch to me feels like there's great, great intention. Oh, I like this card. Wow. When I get a card like this, it really makes me want to, delve into the script, the meaning, to look into the inscription on the stone. Yeah, I see a lot of potential for this deck. That's a cool card. Same personality as my dog. Oh, I like that. There's a couple of decks that have this kind of, there's a card in one of the Oracle decks I have like this, but it has a mirror on it, which is really cool. I don't usually shuffle it in with the deck, but it's like that. Wild man, wild woman. That is a really nice title for the spider card. World Weaver. Wow. And this is the last card. Wounded Healer. So yeah, can you imagine pulling out like even like Caroline Mice's deck, or yeah, there's so many. If you go back to the video that I did, which I can link in, I can put a card up, just put a card up on the screen for past life readings, and I should actually go through and redo that video because I've added quite a few decks to my list of decks that I use with past life readings, and this deck is definitely going to go in there. And sometimes, I don't actually call it a past life reading. I look at just doing ancestor work because I really believe that the healing, that the cross-cultural, intergenerational healing is such a beautiful, beautiful part of everyone's journey. And especially if you have a client that's ready to kind of step into that. I kind of hesitate to do past life readings where people are looking for something a little more superficial, but when they're really kind of looking at that, that shaman, I think it comes from shamanism, that, the work that we do now it's never just about us, where we have the potential to heal in 7 generations in all directions of time. And I think that's just really beautiful, especially if people are going through something that's really, really challenging, either physically, emotionally, mentally. If there's been a great loss, that can be a really beautiful, tidbit to share with them. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I am going to choose another card. But we'll have a look and see what it says in the guidebook for the unknown card. And then the next card after that is the Muse of Music. So I'm just going to show you the card again. It's really beautiful. And then I'm going to go to the guidebook and I'm going to share with you from the guidebook the Muse of Music. But let's look at the unknown card first. Okay, so the guidebook is organized differently. So the cards, when they were packaged, came alphabetical order, all kind of mixed up. And then they are organized in sections in the guidebook. So you can see here, sometimes this is helpful because you want to know what is all included. It's always nice to have a little ritual section. I appreciate that. So we have the ancestor cards first. And then you can see there we have several muse cards. There's the animal alchemy cards. And so we'll look at the unknown and then the Muse of Music. Okay, so here's the page in the guidebook for the unknown. The unknown card simply says that some things cannot be known. Your question has hit a forbidden area and the answer is being withheld. The solution is not yet formed. Whatever your inquiry, it's necessary that the information be kept secret right now. This is possibly for your own safety, as the truth might be too much right now. This is temporary, as there will be another opportunity in the future when the cards will reveal the answer in another spread. Accept this and move on. Waiting is the only action to be taken. And then following that, there is a short shadow description. And then at the bottom, and for each of the cards, it explains the artwork. So she says here, monochrome scrapes of color obscure the background. Letters, words, and numbers are hazy, and the message is unclear. So let's now go to the Muse of Music. An image of a Bombay woman, circa 1885, depicts this muse. She sits on a drum playing a veena, an ancient Indian instrument plucked and fretted like a lute, but with 3 full octaves. She is playing a Saraswati veena. Saraswati is the Hindu goddess of music, art, and knowledge, and ancient paintings portraying her playing the veena, making it an appropriate instrument for the Muse of Music as well. All right, so we have essence, shadow, and then the description of the card, which I just shared with you. And I'll read you just the first paragraph for the essence and the first paragraph for the shadow, so you can get a flavor for her descriptions. The Muse of Music is asking you to tap into the flow of music by picking up an instrument or singing, or by putting on a record that deeply inspires you. Without your imagination, an instrument lies cold and unanimated. That's a really good point. Without your imagination, an instrument lies cold and unanimated. You hold the power to breathe life into your instruments, to create a sound that is truly your own. The muse wants to channel her song through you. And that also reminds me too, because if we're talking about using voice is a wonderful healer for the throat chakra. So if you are dealing with any issues with, your truth and speaking your own truth, or if there have been some secrets or lies that have been revealed and you're working through healing that, mantra or music or singing, especially sacred sounds, can be really helpful with that. All right, and just to get a flavor for the shadow message, we have we could be getting messages from the ancestors, but the electricity in this store is the power system is really old, and we have a lot of heaters and things going on right now, so hence the flickering lights, I think, but you never know. This card reversed says that it's been too long since you've played an instrument or connected with music. If you've been experiencing discord or stagnation in your life, music can be of help. Invite the vibrations to wash over you. If you're sensitive to music and harmonics, then sound therapy may be a healing outlet that would work for you. Explore this as an avenue for therapy. And that's just the first of 3 paragraphs. So it sounds to me like the shadow is more of it's a healing message, which is really, really lovely. Yeah. So I'm really excited to start working with this. There's a tremendous bibliography at the back. Look, lots and lots of references here. So that really also and there's the creator herself. That kind of goes to show you like the effort, the diligence that has been put into the creation of the deck. So thanks for watching, and let me know how this deck is working for you. And you can look forward to it, of course, in an upcoming deck combination video. Stay well, my friends. Namaste.